Hey guys, hi, I'm Gabby Santana, and today I have another 3 very affordable meals. $5 or less per meal, so let me show you. Okay, so the first recipe that I did was this chicken salad. This chicken salad, we love it. It's an easy, quick meal, very affordable. What you need is potatoes, carrots, and you can do a can, vegetables in a can as well. But I had those. It was cheaper for me, so I just did that. A can of corn, a can of sweet peas, a bag of 12 ounces of pasta, and 2 chicken breasts. Now, I have to say something. This was a lot of food. You're going to see it later. We ate it 3 days of the week because it was just too much. But it was great, I have to say, because it was a really affordable meal that I will tell you the total for this. The first thing that you have to do is you have to peel your carrots and your potatoes, and then you're going to dice them, and you're going to cook them. I cook them, I boil the water. Once they're tender, they're ready, and what I do is, I let them cook by themselves for like 5 minutes, and then I add my pasta, and I usually do al dente, which is like 7 minutes. Check the package for directions, and then that's it. That is ready. And then I drain all the water, and then I have a big bowl where I'm going to add all my vegetable, everything. So I drain my corn and my sweet peas, and I'm going to add them to my bowl. Then I'm going to shred all my chicken, and then I'm going to add my potatoes, my pasta, and my carrots. Something that I like to do once I drain them, I like to put like cold water so they're not as hot. And then I just put mayo, salt, pepper. That's it. No joking. We like to eat this with salty crackers, with jalapeños, and that's it. Okay, and if you want to learn how to make your jalapenos in vinegar, the cheapest way to do it, and really, really good because they're crunchy, they're really good, go and check out this video that I'm going to leave here on the description below. Go and check it out. It's very simple to make jalapenos in vinegar. Okay, now I'm going to tell you the price for this first meal. So for the chicken was $4.90. For the potatoes was 24 cents. For the carrots was $1. For the pasta was $1.12. If I went to Walmart, it would have been like 80 cents, 88 cents. But I didn't go to Walmart, so it was a few cents more. The can of corn, 68 cents. The sweet peas, 68 cents. Mayo, I put 50 cents. Salty crackers, 92 cents. So the total for that was $9.36. Per meal was $4.68. So per person was $1.17. But what I did was for 2 days only. But we ate it 3 days. Not joking. 3 days. So either if you want to eat it 3 days, or maybe do half of the pasta and one of the chicken breasts, and everything else I'll just leave it like that. Then maybe it will be for 2 days. But this gave us 3 days, so it's even cheaper than that. It's maybe like 2 something. Did I say maybe? It was like $3 something per meal. So it was really cheap. Okay, this second meal is really good. It's called tlacoyos. Okay, so for these tlacoyos, basically what I'm going to do here right now is half of the recipe. But, I mean, I do it the entire thing because we waited for 2 days. So I'm using the entire jar. And I'm sharing here the recipe for you guys for the amounts. But, I mean, it's to your taste, right? If you don't want a lot of tomatoes, don't put it. If you don't like a lot of onion, don't put it. You know, it's to your taste, okay? And basically this one, you put everything together. I like to cut in small pieces my cactus because they come like in a long strip. And so I just cut it in small chunks. Mix it up everything and you have it. This mixture or this salsa, whatever you want to call it, it's so good in taquitos, gorditas, tostadas. It is full of flavor. Really, or you can even use it as a side dish as well. Okay, now, and if you don't want it spicy, then don't add the jalapenos. You can add green pepper as well. Or a little bit of jalapenos. It is really good. Now, once you have them, just put it inside your fridge and then let's do that tlacoyos, okay? So while we're doing it, the rest, the nopalitos are like marinated, right? Okay, for that tlacoyos, you're going to use masa harina or maseca, like we call it. I always have this on hand all the time, and I keep it in my freezer because this one gets very quick rancid, and so you don't want that. So I always keep it in my freezer. I just add a little bit or some masa harina in a bowl. I like to add salt. I like to add some type of fat. So in this case, I use lard because of the flavor that the lard has, but you can use shortening. You can even use butter, okay? And we're just going to mix it out. We're going to be adding a water, and that's what I'm doing, like back and forth, adding water, mix it up, water, mix it up, okay? Now, okay, next, we're going to do the filling for our tlacoyos. So I use the entire cottage cheese, and it's 2 cups. So here I will leave the recipe for you guys so you can check it out, the exact measurements. But what I did, in a pan, I put some oil, I add onion and jalapenos. Totally optional. If you don't want to use jalapenos, you can use green peppers. The flavor will be slightly different, but it will be good too because green peppers are good too. Then when there's saute, with the color change, I'm going to add my cottage cheese. I'm going to add salt and pepper. And then almost at the end, and I'm going to cook it there for maybe like 4 minutes in low heat, okay? And it's going to look that it's getting watery, but it's okay. It's okay. Then I like to add cilantro as well. Optional, but it gives a really good flavor. And then almost at the end, I like to add, I don't know, maybe a half a cup of mozzarella cheese, 3/4 of a cup, something like that, but not a lot. And then I'm going to turn it off after my 4 or 5 minutes in low heat. And I'm just going to let it rest for a few minutes because at that point right now it's hot and you don't want to put anything hot inside your masa. And this is liquidy, right now. But then if you let it rest for like 5-7 minutes, it's gonna get hard. It's gonna it's gonna get hard. I like to put mine on the fridge for like 5 minutes and very quick dries, and it's like hard and it's ready to use it for my tlacoyos like you see it here. Okay, how to know if your dough is too dry? That when you get a ball and you're expanding it or you're making it in a circle and it cracks a lot on the sides, you can see, then you need to add more water and then mix it up again, and then it's gonna be fine. So what you basically is gonna do, you're gonna make a circle and then you're going to add your filling and then you're gonna close it like if you're making empanada, okay? But now the closed part of the empanada, you're gonna basically put it kind of on the middle and press it down. So that the closed part of the empanada is gonna be now in the middle. I don't know if that makes sense, but and then you're gonna put a little bit of oil in your pan or your grill, and then you're just going to add your tlacoyos there, and you're gonna let them cook for like 3 minutes per side or so, and that's it. This is a really good freezer meal. You can make them and then just let them cool completely, and I like to wrap them individually. I will show you in a minute but that's basically it. That's it. Okay, once your tlacoyos are ready, you're just going to add your nopalitos on top, your queso fresco, crema, salsa, lime, and that's it. Honestly, it is a very delicious meal. Simple, quick. Okay, and the total for this one, let me tell you. The total for this was $11.47. And so it was $5.73 per meal. So it was $1.43 per person. Okay, with all the stuff that we need. I can show you here on my notes. You can see the prices. Okay, but let me show you. But I'm gonna show you something. We had leftovers for tlacoyo. Let me show you. All these that you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 tlacoyos. And these are very fun because then, one, you're gonna get it out. You put it in your toaster, okay? Or you can just leave it here and it's gonna defrost. And then you can put it in your toaster to warm it up a little bit. And then you just eat it like the other ones. So we have here for 2 more people to eat. Because usually we eat 3 per person. 3 per person. And so, yeah. So I have left over for 2 more days. And they are good for a month with no problem. So I had 7 of those for another meal. Okay, for this third recipe, it's like entomatadas with beans. You're going to need tomatoes, onion, garlic, jalapeño if you want to, and chicken. I only use 1 chicken breast. I cook it, and so that's what we're going to need. I'm going to half my tomatoes. I'm going to cut in half my tomatoes, slice my onions, and I'm going to make like a little sauce, okay, like my entomatadas, enchiladas. So in a pan, I'm going to add a little bit of oil, and then I'm going to add my tomatoes, my onion, my garlic. And I'm just going to leave it there for maybe 5-7 minutes until my tomatoes start like losing the skin, you know. And then I'm going to dice a tomato, onion, and jalapeño in small dices, small pieces. And so I'm going to put a little bit of oil in a pan and I'm just going to saute. I'm going to shred my chicken as well. Then once my salsa is ready, I'm going to blend it with half a cup of water and 1 cube of tomato bouillon. And I'm going to blend it very well. Then I'm going to saute in a pan. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil and cook it there for like 5 more minutes. But then I'm going to saute my tomatoes and my onions. Then once, after like 3-4 minutes, I'm going to add all my shredded chicken. And I'm going to add salt and pepper to your taste. Then I'm going to blend my beans. You can go and check out my recipe for my fried beans. Or you can just blend your beans, any recipe you have. And if you want to put chorizo in that, whoo, gives really good flavor. And this time for this recipe, I want it to be more on the liquid side. So you could add milk, you could add water and blend it, okay? But just make sure that, I mean, if you use milk, to use it kind of quickly, okay? Because they go bad. I'm going to add a little bit of oil. I'm going to add my salsa and I'm just going to leave it there for maybe 3 minutes. I like to add a pinch or 2 of oregano. And just give it a try and see. Maybe you need salt, pepper, or nothing. Then what I'm going to do, in a plate, I put some beans on the bottom. I like to, when I warm up my tortillas, if I'm using corn tortillas, I like to do with oil. So that helps for that tortilla not to be so breakable. This time my tortillas got cold. And so one of my tortillas broke. But besides that, it's fine. So what I'm just going to do here, I'm going to add a little bit of my filling, my chicken. And then I'm going to close it. And I'm just going to put it on top of the bed of beans. And then I'm just going to add my salsa on top. And I have a little bit of queso fresco from the tlacoyos. And I'm just going to spread it out. You have sour cream. Go ahead and add it. And that's it. 1 chicken breast was able to feed my family for 1 day. I gave 3 tacos to each of us, and then my son wanted 2 more. So I was what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 tacos I was able to get from one chicken breast. Okay, we only ended up eating this one time because we ate 3 times the ensalada de pollo. But was so good, to be honest. So good and delicious, easy, quick, and frugal. And our third meal, it was like a combination of entomatadas, which you have seen it before, but I did a little twist, as you saw. And that one, the plan was to eat it twice, but we did it because we had a lot of chicken salad. So we only ate it one time, but I'm going to tell you the price. So the total price was $7.72. So if I was doing it for 2 days, it was $3.86. So that's what it was for us, $3.86. So it was 96 cents per person. That was pretty good. Because the beans, it was 50 cents. My chicken was $2.45 because I only use one chicken breast with tomato and onion so I can make it more chicken. I use 6 tomatoes, a third of an onion, tomato bouillon, corn tortillas, beans, and queso fresco, which I use half of it for this recipe and half for my tlacoyos. It was really good, guys, I have to say. Delicious. I think that from all these 3 recipes, our favorite one, well, no, because we like them all. My favorite one is the chicken salad. My husband is the tlacoyos. If he eats that often, he loves it. Like, he's happy and fine with it. So every time that I see the nopalitos, the cactus on sale, I get them because I know I can make so many recipes. If you haven't tried nopalitos, you have to. It tastes really good. Just with scrambled egg. I mean, I have plenty of recipes. I will leave the video here or in the description below. Go and check out all my nopalitos recipes. They're really, really good. And they're like $2 and something. The price is not expensive. And you can do many, many recipes. It's a meatless recipe. It's nutritious. It's really good. You have to try it out. Let me know in the comments if you have it. If you have tried them and what do you think? Thank you so much for watching. And if you need more ideas, frugal, easy, go and check it on the description below. I will leave you a lot of other ideas. Or check out here my last week, no, 2 weeks ago, other 3 very affordable. Bye, guys.